Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mysterious Mr. Ryan, and this is another room building video. On today's episode, let's build a classic style kitchen. Now I say classic, but really I sort of just want to do kind of a current kitchen. Nothing too fancy about it, nothing too special. Just a sort of regular, run-of-the-mill kind of kitchen in sort of like with a bit of a dining area in it as well. That's the idea I've got in my mind. It's just whether I can translate it. So let's start off. That's a T shape. How do we feel about the T shape? Kind of like it. Let's see where this goes. So let's get wallpaper. Let's go really exciting. Get like a pinky purpley wallpaper. Probably this one here actually. Is that pink enough is the question. Or do we need to go pinker? I think we do. I think that looks nice. Let's actually, I'm going to do something a little bit different and put the roof back on. Only because I want to see what this is. Whoops. I want to see what this is going to look like when we put some lights in here. So I'm going to call this classic, but I am going to put some modern kind of lights and stuff in here. So I want the hanging lights with the three. Those are the ones. So let's pop that in here, in there. And let's do the same over here as well. And let's pop one in here like that across the centre. Actually, if we put it there, that'll be across the centre of the table, I hope. Or at least somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe if we put it right up in there. Okay, that's a really nice shade of pink actually. I quite like that. It's sort of pink, but kind of has very much a purple hue in that sort of corner areas. Yeah, I like that. Okay, flooring. Flooring is important. I'm thinking going to be quite a light style in here, so I'm thinking we're going to keep it light and airy and going to go with sort of subtle shades of pinks, I think. So based on that, I'm actually going to put in marble for the floor. Not a colour choice I often go for actually. Let's put a light marble in there. Something a bit like that. Marble's one of those things. Personally, I really like marble as an actual texture in real life, but I find in Sims I'm not a huge fan of the texture they've gone with. To be honest, I don't really know what more they could have done with the marble. I'm afraid it is very much one of those textures. You kind of get... I can see where they were coming from, put it that way. But personally, I'm not massively wild about this marble texture. So I use it mostly, probably many of you will be aware actually, I use a lot of marble for when I do my decorative hexagons and weird patterns and stuff, which I haven't put in a room build actually. I should probably see about putting some of them in. Interesting ideas flowing. Might see about putting in some of the weird floor designs, because I have to admit they are some of the most fun I have designing, is playing with floor patterns. So yeah, I might see about them. Let's pop these in all four walls, and then we can kind of go from there. Drapes wise, let's get oh, it's these, the big ones of these. That's it, in that color scheme there. So let's put these all around. Just so you guys are aware, as with most of my videos, I'm pretty much gonna say, I think I say this every video now, as a disclaimer, standardized cheats for the Mr. Ryan channel are enabled, so that will be unlock gameplay entitlement and bb.move objects. Also the unlock gameplay entitlement, if you want to call it a glitch or a bug, is still in play at the moment. Let's get the rug for where the dining area is going to be. The glitch is still in play at the moment, which basically means that if you use the cheat, it will permanently unlock all of the gameplay items. So whereas it used to be you had to do it on a sort of a game load by load basis, we are now actually in a position where once you enable it, you can't actually turn it off again, which isn't a problem for me. If I'm honest, I mainly build, as many of you will be aware in The Sims, I'm a massive builder, so for me it doesn't make a massive difference, but I'm sure for many of you out there it will actually be probably quite irritating to find that you then can't unlock all the items through regular means. So just bear that particular one in mind. So just let's go around here and let's place these in nicely around the edge. Let's leave that corner. Let's put the corner one in. We'll leave this one blank for where the fridge can go. We can put a couple in here, and then let's put let's put this corner in there because that's where the oven can go. And let's pop that in there, and we can pop that there. Okay, let's get a fridge in. What kind of fridge should we use? Probably, if this is current, I don't want to use that because that's quite modern. Let's just get a nice simple brushed metal finish fridge. Actually, no, what's that one look like? Smooth metal finish. Let's go with that. That's nice, simple, effective, and just probably for a stove, probably going to want a similar kind of thing. Nothing too fancy, probably something a bit like that. Some regular spider burners, it's all very nice. And then probably a light wood cabinet to match, really. So let's start off with a nice end piece here, up here like that. We need space. Let's actually put it running through one of those. Let's get another one of those for the window. Let's get a couple of big square ones like that. Let's get the corner one in there as well. I'm going to need one of those in there. A couple of small ones like that, and then just a nice end piece as well in here. So that's looking quite nice around the kitchen then. I didn't get the hood for the stove. I want the more, that's the one. That fits in quite nicely in there. Okay, so that's good for the extractor. We've got that sitting over the stove, all very nice there. So let's actually put some appliances in the kitchen. Let's do the kitchen bit first, then we can worry about whether the dining room's going to sort of fit into this. So coffee maker, let's probably get that in a white, or silver should I say. As for a rubbish bin, or a trash can depending on what you want to call it, to be honest probably that's the most appropriate. Yeah, I'm going to pop the touch this one in there. Not massively keen on that particular choice, but I do think it is probably a good one. Let's get a dishwasher in here. Where do they fit in? Appliances? They certainly do. Can we blend that a little bit? No, actually we've got metal throughout. We're not going to blend it. We're going to leave it as is. Let's get the sink in. Sink in something a bit like that, and then we can fit the microwave beside it. That comes in metal. Just something nice and subtle beside it like that. Looking good. Okay, let's get some more decorative stuff going on now. Now I know there's wall-mounted spice racks and shelving units and stuff because I've seen them. Now whether they're in here or whether they're somewhere else, and I'm thinking they're somewhere else in amongst the decorative items, let's have a look at what we have going on here. So knife guard rack thing, let's probably fit that in over here. Looking nice. What else do we have? The agony of choice. I don't actually want the display. No. What else is in here? We've got that. That could probably fit on the wall somewhere. Probably fit on the wall over here actually. That would probably look just nice. And then there's the other display, isn't it? The big display. That one. That fits in quite nicely there as well. And then if we get under surfaces, and there's some shelves in here. Is there a square shelf? I could have sworn that there it is. I knew there was a square shelf. Let's get that in a sort of a white colour. And what we can do is we can fit that either side of that nicely, and then we could probably fit one in over here as well. Looking quite nice. And we can fit some decorative items on top of it. So let's grab the utensils. Let's probably fit them in front of... No, they look silly there actually. Let's get... What can we put? Antique scale? That's quite big. That's never going to fit. Sauces might. Sauces fit nicely there. Wow, everything is quite big in this, isn't it? So, okay. Directed if EA are watching, which I can't imagine where you would be, but just on the off chance that you do happen to glance or see this video, can we please get more items that actually fit on the shelves, or can we get some of these things like this? This should definitely be able to fit on a shelf and can't. So I would really appreciate it if we get more items to actually put on shelves, because like I really want to decorate this kitchen. There's so many things I could put on it, but I'm ending up putting pictures of apples and pears on shelves along with the salt and pepper grinder, because the salt and pepper grinder is cool. But yeah, I mean, there's not much we can actually fit on here, so it would be quite nice if we could get some more items, please. I know it's still early days in this time, but just I thought I'd voice my personal opinion is I would like more items for the shelves, please. That fits nicely up there. What else can we put up here? What else can we put up here? Probably a plant of some kind would not go amiss. How is that? No idea what they were. So we're going to pretend I didn't see them and just carry on. Let's pop that up there. Let's change the colour of that is grim, whichever way you slice it. So let us grab, aha, that looks a bit better, a bit more suited. Okay, let's grab, what else can we put up here? We could probably put another one of those up actually. Oh, let's put more, I don't even know what that is. Put the pear picture up. Pear picture looks nice. If we move the salt and pepper grinder over a touch, that's better. Spice rack in there. Pear looks nice. All looking good. And then we could probably put a little tiny plant on there as well. Something small, tiny and insignificant, which you can guarantee is exactly not what I'm going to pick, because these have no concept of scale, as can be demonstrated now. So I've just gone and picked one of the largest freaking ones in the game. There we go. So that looks quite nice there, and then probably we could get a nice piece of artwork along the back wall. We've got a nice thin piece of art. Let's pop that behind the fridge. No, I don't think so. Not that one. I know what could fit though, which would be this maybe. It is long and thin. Let's lighten up the wood tone a touch. Is that's just too big. No, it's just too big. I think this might be, ooh. Let's pop that behind each of those. There you go. That's an unexpected choice, but I kind of like that. Okay, we're going to go with that. So let's move around here. I think if we lift this up a touch though, I think this could actually be the place for that long piece of artwork though, that one there. Because I think that fits in quite nicely. And then we've got that on the wall, looking very nice. We've got a place for the table and chairs to go in a second. Let's go over here. Let's put some decorative items up while we're here in the decorative items section. Let's get that set of artwork there, and let's also get that one above it as well. That looks good. And what else can we go? Oh, the bamboo. The bamboo, that's the one. I like that. Let's get that in there. And let's move it. Okay, do I have to leave it there? It's jutting out from the wall a little bit too much for my liking, but I'll tell you what, let's do that, and now it fits nicely in that corner. Okay, that looks good. Looking very nice. So as we move around here, let's put in, okay, let's go to the dining room. Let's get the plates tabley thing. Oh, I learnt the name of it in the last episode. It's not a hutch. That's pretty sure what you keep rabbits in. No, it can't be a hutch. It might be a hutch. Maybe it is a hutch. Husk. No, hutch. I was right. Husk is on a peanut. Okay, not really sure why we keep the plates in the same place we keep rabbits, but you know, I'll go with it. Obviously, this is a traditional name. Well, it's a traditional kitchen, so there you go. Traditional name for a traditional kitchen kind of motif. Apparently, I'm kind of just looking for, that's a nice piece of naming, but no use to me here, but a nice piece of naming. Let's pop that up there. Okay, so pretty much happy with this. I think the last thing we really need to do is get the table in. So let's get a nice big glass table in, because who doesn't like a glass table? And probably somebody in the comment section doesn't like a glass table. And you know, you could easily swap this out. So if you don't like a glass table, swap it out for something you do like. Maybe wood. But I use a lot of wood tables, so I think it's nice to go with a bit of glass for a change. So let's get them in a subtle pink. like that, and let's go round. I will correct these chairs in a moment. I've got the spacing a little wrong on this side. It didn't help I screwed up the first chair, and then the rest kind of went out of place from there. So that looks good, and then let's finish it off with a couple of decorative items in the centre just to finish the room off. That's a nice centrepiece with a couple of them either side. What do we make of that? Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you have liked this video, want to give it a thumbs up and consider getting subscribed so you don't miss a single video in the future. And if you want to stay up to date with my latest projects or cast your vote next room in the Let's Build series, head over to my Twitter, links on your screen, description box down below. Also, while you're down there, don't forget to check out all the other awesome stuff down there. There's tons of really cool links you probably have a quick look at. But if you just want to watch another video, give either of those two icons on top of your screen a cheeky click to be taken to one of my other playlists. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out, stay awesome, I'll see you next video.